Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I thank you guys for tuning in with me. I hope everybody's doing well. To my subscribers, I do appreciate you guys. I do also apologize for my absence. I've been gone for quite a while. I had to have surgery, okay? It was a surgery of 3 procedures in one. Okay, so I had to be put to sleep, of course. And this particular surgery, once it was over, well, it was a while before I could speak. Okay, and you may tell right now, you may be able to tell that my speech is still a little bit off. Okay, so I am going through healing at this time. My healing period is going to take about 4 months, and of course I have to continue my follow-up with the doctors to make sure that I am healing properly. Okay, so yes, life has been lifing. Okay, but that is why I have been absent, because I had to take care of myself, and it went from one thing to another, and some of it was unexpected, but as I said, it was 3 procedures in one. I am grateful. Here I am. I thank the Most High Mother and Father for seeing me through it, and I appreciate where I am today. So I hope everybody's doing well. To anyone that is new, if you're new here, welcome in. Okay, this will be messages of what you need to know. Okay, so if you're drawn in by the message, this is what you need to know at this time. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We're going to start off, of course, with the Declaring Decree deck to see what possible energies, that need to be removed, or possible blockages that need to be removed, okay? Energies are fluid. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, okay? Time is fluid. Energy is fluid. All right? So, we have all sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. I didn't expect this card to come out. It doesn't come out very often, but since it did, apparently it came out for a reason. So someone needs to hear this, okay? All sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments. We are talking about spiritual things, okay? Spiritual energies that need to be released, okay? Cord attachments, okay. So all sexual, physical, emotional, and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit, okay, attached to those encounters are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you would write this down on paper. Set your intentions to clear the energies of any sexual past partners. Any past partners in your past that you have had encounters with. You would set your intention to release those energies of those past people. Right? And you would burn it. Fire destroys. And that's why you would burn it. Right? Because you don't need that energy on your person, on you. You don't need it. Right? The next one is all blockages to my creativity and ability to be the co-creator of my life are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Say it one more time. All blockages to my creativity and ability to co-create, or the ability to be the co-creator of my life, are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So you would write that down, okay? Write it down, put it on paper, set your intentions, and you will set fire to that. Of course, in a safe place. Burn it, because you're setting your intentions to block out anything that is blocking your creativity and your ability to be the co-creator of your life. Okay, water signs? For some people, that's important. And to other people, it may not be. So only take what resonates for you. Okay, if that doesn't resonate for you, that's fine. But if it resonates for you, take the time to do the work. Write it down, set your intentions, and burn it. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energies. Again, welcome in and welcome back, guys. I do appreciate you for being here. I appreciate my subscribers. And I do apologize once again for my absence. Energies are fluid, time is fluid. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Past, present, future energies, okay? Let's see what we have for you guys. What you need to know. What does Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio need to know at this time? Past, present, future energy. Let's see what we got, water signs. You have the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy, Ace of Cups, Death card, Scorpio energy again, Cancer energy, Chariot. Y'all showing up in your reading here. Two of Swords. Someone needs to make a decision or stop ignoring a decision that needs to be made. Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands, okay? So someone needs to make a decision or stop ignoring a decision that needs to be made with the Two of Swords, okay? And it has to do with an energy of the past, okay? But it's as if you're trying to balance. Yeah, there's balance that needs to take place here. But something is definitely ending, and there's transformation here. There's change. Definitely change. And something is moving quickly. So water signs, somebody got air. Okay, you could definitely have air in your chart. You could definitely have fire in your chart, okay? Someone has caused another individual to go through transformation. Let's see. You have the King of Swords, the World, Three of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the Empress, okay, and the Tower. So now we have masculine and feminine energy. We have counterpart energy as well. Emperor and Empress is showing up, but there's a transformation here between these two individuals. Now, this can go two ways. You could be balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, okay? Or you could definitely be going through some type of transformation concerning your counterpart, whether you're the masculine or the feminine. Take it how it resonates, because we're talking about energies. Because men can be in their feminine energy too, as well as be in their masculine energy. You could very well just be balancing those energies out. Or you could be dealing with a counterpart when it comes to stability and or commitment, okay? But there is something that's going to be a surprise. Something that's going to be very shocking, water signs. Now, I don't know if it's you that's going to be shocked or you're going to shock someone else. But to me, there's an ending when it comes to a third party. Somebody has laid a third party to rest. Death card, Three of Cups. Gotten rid of some people. Somebody's gotten rid of some folks. Okay? Someone has decided to focus on them. They have cut someone out from the past. Okay. And yeah, it looked like someone decided to be single in the past. You made a decision to be independent on your own. Nine of Pentacles. Now, you could very well been dealing with a King of Swords who could be a father figure or a mother figure. We're talking about energies. So I feel like in the past you were very much single and you could have been dealing with somebody who was very cutthroat. Okay? Now, you could have been dealing with someone you have children with. Okay? But you could have also cut this person out of your life and focused on balancing. Yeah, that's what I feel. You focused on becoming single and you cut a King of Swords out. Male or female, it's energy. You cut them out and you focused on balancing out your feminine and masculine energy. You were looking for balance, and that's what you mastered. You mastered balance. A lot of self-love came out of that. Ace of Cups and the World. New beginnings of creating. New beginnings of expansion. Okay? Deciding to take a different path. But you had to cut someone out first. You could have cut out a child's father from the past. It didn't even have to be. It could have just been a lover that you cut off. Okay? And this may have been a decision you decided to make because this person may have made you feel very unbalanced and somewhat insecure. Okay? But there is focus on expansion. Cancer energy. So someone could have definitely moved on, and after balancing out your masculine and feminine energy, putting an end to a third party situation, you moved forward quickly. Somebody didn't expect you to make this move, but you came into this Queen of Pentacles energy. Unexpected. Queen of Pentacles, I guess, unexpected to make this move. Unexpected travel, unexpected move. You could have literally moved and somebody didn't expect you to move. Maybe they went looking for you at your home where you used to live. Found out you don't live there anymore. Because see, in the past energy, you were single. You were in the Nine of Pentacles energy. And you focused on your new beginnings. And you began to create for yourself. Expansion. Yeah, the World. The number 21, which reduces to a 3. So that means you came into some type of alignment. You could have even created a business for yourself as well that expanded online. Doesn't have to be online, but it could have been to where you expanded out with like-minded people. Okay? And you worked on yourself, cut out a third-party energy, or you cut out someone who was no longer serving you. Okay? And you basically became this Queen of Pentacles here. And moved on. And there was a lot of conflict about it, Five of Wands, about you making this move. But by you making this move, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, by you making this move and cutting out a third party, it brought about change, or it's going to bring about change. Possibly in a counterpart. Let's see. Because the bottom of the deck is full of Wands. That's a family dynamic, a solid family dynamic, but it's also commitment, right? And that could very well be commitment to self. Because the shocker is, see, this is spiritual intervention. The shocker is you moving on, moving quickly, Chariot, leaving. Somebody's upset about this. And it could be a Leo. Yeah, took action. Yeah. You received a gift, first of all. And you may have received a gift from the universe. And it could have been finances to start a business. Because you have the Eight of Pentacles. Then you have the Two of Pentacles. That's 10, right? Then you got the Six of Pentacles. That's 16 Pentacles. Okay? 16 breaks down to a number 7. The Seven of Pentacles is investing in oneself and waiting for the fruits of your labor to come to fruition, waiting for your investments to come to fruition. So you focused on balancing out the scales. You focused on being balanced, balancing out maybe your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, of course, emotions, but your mental state, your finances, and you could have focused on starting a business. And the universe helped you by giving you a gift, Six of Pentacles. And it helped to push you along, Ace of Cups and the World. Okay? Yeah, something was exposed. The Sun card shedded light on something. It more than likely was this Three of Cups. Energy. Cancer energy. Cancer is showing up a lot here in Scorpio. Okay? So, this is success and happiness. Okay? This was a part of the new beginning, but that new beginning brought about transformation. It also caused you to cut people off. Yeah, you just ended third-party relationships. Ah, okay. So basically, water signs. Now, you could be holding back because you may have found out something about a Queen of Pentacles who may have moved on and you didn't know this person moved on, but this is someone you'd like to balance the scales with and may even want to hold on to Four of Pentacles. Or you could have been holding back from this Queen of Pentacles. I said the Queen of Wands. So definitely you could be dealing with the fire sign on earth sign. Somebody with earth in their chart or someone with fire in their chart. You have temperance showing up here. So definitely there's hope. But see, there's change here. Change is happening with temperance because that's the number 14, which breaks down to a number 5. 5 is the number of change. Okay? Same thing with the death card. It brings about stability with the death card. That's the number 13, which breaks down to number 4. It don't only brings an ending, but it brings a change. But it's a change that makes things stable. It stabilizes things, brings balance. So in the past, it looks to me like you decided to cut out a King of Swords, whom you have been with in a commitment before, possibly, or you just have children with, who was very flighty, player energy. Someone you may have had a lot of patience with, and maybe even hoped to have a better relationship with. And this is what could have had you indecisive whether or not you wanted to continue on with this person. But I feel like you decided to cut this person off. That's how I feel. I feel like you decided to cut this person out. Water signs. In the past, you may have counted this person out. Let's say that. It looks more like that. You may have counted this person out in the past because you seen them as someone who was single, but, very independent. Someone who you probably was inspired by. They gave you hope, right? But you seen them as someone who's very spiritual and very forgiving. You may have had some regrets about this person in the past, water signs. It's possible you may have had some regrets here. Strong Cancer energy, strong Scorpio energy. So you may have had some regrets about this person in the past because you may have been wrong about this person. You may have felt like you couldn't trust this person in the past because you didn't know much about them, or you didn't have much communication with them, or they were someone who may have been kind of secretive like yourself, or didn't tell all, right? Didn't share much about themselves, but was basically to themselves with this Nine of Pentacles energy. But you knew this was someone who was pretty much trustworthy, faithful, forgiving, patient, and independent. And you could have very well been very flighty in the past. But you watched this person persevere. Okay? You watched this person persevere. This person was focused. They focused on creating for themselves. This person was blessed with a gift from the universe that helped them to create for themselves. They could have created a business for themselves. And maybe water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like I said, Scorpio and Cancer is really heavy in the reading right here. So you may have had a few regrets about this person in the past. You could have very well been wrong about this person because you didn't get to know them, right? But you may even have children with them, but you didn't really get to know them. And maybe a relationship never got off the ground with this person either. Y'all could have lived in separate places. They had children, or you had children with them, but y'all could have lived in separate places. And you could have been in a very King of Swords energy, where you were very cutthroat and, very nonchalant, blunt with your words, but very flighty. Very much player energy, yeah, Knight of Wands energy, very flighty. And this is someone you learn to miss. Like you really missed this person, or you cared about this person, but you really didn't share that part. And it looks like you didn't expect them to level up either. Because maybe you didn't see them as someone that you would provide equal give and take with, because y'all weren't in a stable relationship perhaps. So you didn't see them as someone you should just totally invest in. But some kind of way you knew. I don't know if you were watching this person or you somehow knew They were focused on creating. They were focused on their money. And they had a lot of self-love for themselves. And it could be you, water signs, that decided to cut off third-party energy and change certain things about yourself in order to be a part of this person. Because Emperor and Empress is showing up. You watch this person balance themselves. With the Two of Pentacles, you may have watched this person balance out their masculine and feminine energies. And they have leveled up to this Queen of Pentacles here. And that may have been very surprising to you. And maybe you wanted to change, the relationship between you. Maybe you wanted things to get better. And you never told them that. Okay? And now, here in the future energy, maybe you, or maybe this is something that's going to come up to where you want to do things differently now. And you're going to find out this person may not be anywhere to be found. But you're holding on to their energy with the Four of Pentacles. And they could very well be holding back from you, which is causing conflict, Five of Wands. But it's a shock to you that this person is nowhere to be found. Like I say, you could have went to this person's residence. Yeah, you could have went to this person's residence where they last lived and found out they don't live there anymore. And maybe you've had a change of heart about this person to where you've changed. You've transformed and you've cut out things that don't serve you. You've cut out third parties and all. And maybe now you've become very successful. And you've come looking for this person and you can't find them. But this person has leveled up to, after they have balanced out their masculine and feminine energy, they have leveled up to a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like you definitely was watching this person. This could very well be you with fire in your chart as a King of Wands, watching this person balance. Balance out their life. And maybe you didn't say anything to them, or maybe you were trying to get yourself together and get your ducks in a row, get your life together, and you watched this person get their life together. It's like, low-key, they were showing you. You may not have even said anything to them, but you may have watched them do this. Gracefully, you may have watched them do this. Make changes in their life. Level up. Become or be single, right? Be single, level up, make decisions, make plans, focus on their money, start a business, love themselves, expand. And maybe you've been working on yourself too. And you hadn't spoke to this person. And you've decided to, somehow, you've had a change of heart to where you decided to make changes with the Death card. That's scarping your energy, bringing transformation. Like trying to match their energy of balancing out your masculine and feminine as well. And it's like now you want to let this person know you've changed, but you can't find them. You don't know where they are. They've moved. Yeah, you're blocked. You feel blocked. Somebody feels blocked here. Or they may have blocked you out at one point, because they were busy balancing out their life. Okay, Three of Swords. So y'all were separate. Y'all were not together. And maybe this is something that's putting you in a Three of Swords energy. Because now that you have balanced out your energies and you watch them balance out their energies, you're not able to communicate with this person because you don't know where they are. Maybe you're blocked out, some kind of way, blocked out of their energy. And you'd like to express to this person that you'd like commitment. Take it how it resonates. If this not for you, then don't take it. This is a person that may have felt trapped or stuck some kind of way in the past. I don't know. Did I explain to you guys? I think I did. Okay. So this is a person that was feeling stuck and trapped in the past, and it could have been to where maybe you knew they felt this way, but you really didn't, extend a hand to help them out. Maybe y'all just wasn't in a good energy toward each other in the past. And it probably was to where you were in your head a lot, water signs, to where you felt like maybe there wasn't a chance with this person, and it had you in your mental state pretty heavy, to where you decided to just do your own thing. If you wanted to be flighty and be the Knight of Wands and be promiscuous, you just decided to do that and just live your life and do you. Because you was in this King of Swords energy in the past with the Six of Cups. So you may have even missed this person, very, very nostalgic type of energy where you missed them, or you missed their company, or you wondered about them from time to time, or maybe you reminisced about times that y'all may have had where y'all came together and maybe celebrated sometimes or hung out sometimes. But you were very blunt, very cutthroat, very much to yourself, very logical about everything. King of Swords, Knight of Wands. It could also be an energy to where you decided to take action to make changes, okay? But it looks to me like future energy, you're either trying to hold on to this person and it's causing conflict, or maybe you know how to contact this person or communicate with this person and they're holding back from you and that's causing mental conflict. Because they're on the move, Chariot, and they could have literally moved, and maybe you didn't know anything about it, and maybe you still don't know, or you know now, but it's causing conflict and they're holding back. Yeah, there's rejection here. I don't know if you rejected them or they rejected you, but you saw them as the Queen of Cups. And it's something you learned about them with the Page of Pentacles. Or maybe you wanted to make an offer and you felt like your offer wasn't good enough and you tried to manifest this person back into your life, but they were holding back because of betrayal. Maybe, yeah, there was betrayal between you two. I don't know if it was you that betrayed them or vice versa, but you may have been keeping secrets and holding back from them as well in the past, but yet watching to see what their moves, checking out whatever moves they were going to make. But I feel like this person, maybe they didn't trust you, you didn't trust them, or y'all didn't trust each other. Too many secrets, hidden agendas, a lot of delays, missed opportunities. Now, this could very well be you, water signs, to where you were enlightened about something. That's why I say you learned something with the Page of Pentacles and the Hangman. You took the time to see something differently. You learned something about this person. Maybe you misjudged this person in the past. And you saw them like you would see anyone else. And you had to learn that they were not like other people that you had dealt with. They were someone who would thrive just as hard as you. They were someone who were about their business just as much as you were. And maybe this is something you didn't allow yourself to see until it was too late. Wow, because now you're matching this person's energy. Wow. So you could very well be feeling this Three of Swords because you're ready, and now you can't communicate with this person because you're blocked. Now you're in alignment. This person has balanced themselves out, and they have accomplished a lot for themselves. With the Ace of Cups and the World being here, they have mastered something here, and they could have already started a business or something. And maybe you didn't think this person had potential. Maybe you didn't think this person was capable. And they have shown you different. And it's possible in the past, if you have children with this person, it's possible you could have betrayed them and hurt them. And you really wanted forgiveness, but you never really said anything. You didn't make it known. You didn't speak up. And now you might feel like it's too late. Now y'all match. Surprisingly, it's surprisingly, but then it's like a shock that this person turned out to be better than you thought they would. Like they turned out to be someone important. They turned out to be someone of discipline, someone of character, someone who knew what they want, someone who knew how to build, someone who knew how to balance, someone who was about business. And maybe you didn't see the potential in them in the past, but you see it now. And you're wondering, is it too late? Because see, you've thought about it and thought about it, and now you see things from a different perspective. So you may have kind of misjudged this person. And you know what? I want to keep saying Scorpio, Scorpio. But this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So take it how it resonates. Whether you're Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, take it how it resonates for you. But it looks to me like you want to manifest this person back. Because you see that you need to hold on to someone like this. Because this is someone you actually want. This is someone who's actually a counterpart. And they have more potential than you gave them credit for. Your energies are matching, King and Queen of Pentacles. But maybe you don't feel so sure or solid because you hurt them in the past, Ten of Swords. Yeah, maybe you weren't all that truthful with this person in the past. There's probably was a lot of conflict in the past because it looks like you wanted forgiveness, but maybe you were just a little too stubborn or prideful, King of Swords, to say, hey, I was wrong about you. Can we talk about it? Can you forgive me for misjudging you? I thought you was like everybody else. Okay? And what happened was, it looks to me like you felt stuck, or yeah, you felt rejected by this person. And you felt stuck, like a mental prison. You felt stuck, like mentally you felt stuck. Like you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't get anything done with this person, or you couldn't get through to this person because there was too much damage that was done. And whatever happened in the past, it left them to be very indecisive, and they decided to go their own way, cut you out, and focus on themselves. And then they started mirroring your energy by keeping to themselves, not sharing, not talking, no communication. So you basically went with, that logical thinking of, well, the hell with it, I'm just going to do me. Knight of Wands energy. But there's a moment in there where you decided to take action to actually change. And this is something this person may not be expecting as well. So both of y'all doing something very unexpected and shocking. The fact that they came up and you didn't expect that, and the fact that you've actually transformed and they didn't expect it. Wow. And now, between spiritual intervention and the Three of Swords, you guys are matching each other's energy, King and Queen of Pentacles. This person may have actually moved and you cannot find this person. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because in the past, a lot of damage has been done. Not just betrayal, not just heartbreak, but deception, envy, jealousy. Oh wow. And if there were children involved, that was neglect when it came to the children. Possible neglect. Or you just had a lot of moments where you reminisced about this person, or reminisced about having a family with this person. If you have children with them and y'all never actually got a relationship off the ground or actually lived together in a family dynamic, that's what you want now. Now you want that. You didn't want that in the past, but now you do. Oh wow, water signs. Wow. So it's like you're trying to manifest this and make it happen. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the question is, have you learned your lessons about misjudgment? Because you knew this person was a person of forgiveness. This was a person that had a good heart. This person was very nurturing and loving, Queen of Cups energy. But you didn't give to this person. You refused. You refused to give to them. You deceived them. You decided, And this could be vice versa, okay? This could very well be this person who misjudged you. Take it how it resonates for you. But as far as I can see, this person is down here in the bottom, and they're very much single in the past energy, but they were also temperate, patient, hopeful, trustworthy, forgiving, right? But they were also betrayed. Ten of Swords. And deceived. And because of that, whatever you offered in the past, they either didn't believe you or they didn't trust you, or both, because they rejected you. Four of Cups. And now you're looking at them as someone you'd like to marry. Or you saw this, but you just wouldn't give in to it. And basically, it would be your lesson to learn. There's something to learn from this. As in, never judge the book by its cover. Yeah, because see, this person is very abundant. Very abundant. And they could have thought that you were nothing more than an opportunist. So they cut you out. Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. But this is material wealth, material gain, finances, resources, opportunities. This is having everything, and that's the truth. It's like now you want to tell this person the truth. Now I want to give you clarity. Now I know what I want. But is it too late? Do you want the same thing? Yeah, because see, you see this person as a star. This person is a healer. And you knew this all along, but you downplayed it. Somebody downplayed this person. This person is a healer. And you knew this. This is something you knew. You're the King of Swords. You think logically here. This is something you knew. You either saw this in this person's character, their language, their body language, their conversation, their energy. You've seen this some kind of way, but you ignored it. Two of Swords. You pretended like you didn't see this in this person. And now this person is getting their rewards. They are a great achiever. They've accomplished a lot for themselves. And maybe they kept this from you because they didn't feel like they could trust you. They saw you as someone who was maybe very cutthroat, arrogant, hard to communicate with, someone they couldn't trust. Now you want to bring them good news because now you've had a change of heart. See, somebody want to come rushing in. This could be you, water signs, or it could be vice versa. Take how it resonates. Somebody wants to come rushing in now because I've changed. I've transformed. And the energy is matching. King and Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. It's like you closed out a cycle. I feel like, water signs, you have closed out third party energy. You let it all go. You transform. You change. Somebody here decided to change. Something this person probably thought you would never do. They didn't see you changing. They saw you as someone very stubborn, very hot-headed, very promiscuous, and very deceiving. That's how they saw you. And now the wheel is turning, and you've closed out a cycle, but they don't know it. You've transformed, but they don't know it. There's no communication here. There's no communication. You are not communicating with this person. But you do want another new beginning with them, is what you want. You want a new beginning. Wow. It's like on one hand you can say this is amazing because it's not easy for, especially Scorpio. It's hard for Scorpio to change because Scorpio is a fixed sign. And Scorpio is very, very stubborn. Very stubborn. It's not impossible, but it is up to the person to change. And this person probably thought you would never change. I don't know if it's a Scorpio that's listening and watching. Somebody thought that you wouldn't change in a million years. Okay? Someone thought that you would never see them for who they really was. A star and a healer. Someone who was honest and believed in their independence. And they just wanted someone to build with. But they couldn't get that. So they went off on their own, Nine of Pentacles. They worked on themselves. They focused on their work. They grew a business. And they were very committed to themselves. Wow. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I guess this would not be for everyone. It is general, right? What you need to know. So put the energies where they go for you. It could be for any sign, water. But from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of Scorpio energy. And I do know Scorpio is a fixed sign. It's hard to get Scorpio to change or have a different mindset. Because once Scorpio is set on something, that's it. You can't change their mind. Especially when it comes to change. Scorpio ain't changing for nobody unless they decide to, unless they choose to. Yeah. So it's like you understand where you went wrong, but you'd like to have a chance to express it now. But you were not very expressive in the past. Now you're ready to speak your truth. Now you're ready to do something right. Even though you got a little impulsiveness on you, you still want to let this person know that you want commitment and that you've done the work on yourself. Hierophant, you went within and you've done the work, and you want to offer love, lovers, and you want a passionate new beginning, and you like to grow and expand with them. Wow. Wow. This was different. This reading right here, this is different. This was different. Wow. Because someone actually changed. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's just a lot of Scorpio energy. It could be Cancer. It could be Pisces. But, wow, is all I can say. So if you are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, preferably Scorpio, because that's what's coming up a lot here. If there's something you'd like this person to know, and you get a chance to speak to this person, just speak your truth. Make sure you speak your truth. You may get a chance to see this person. You may get a chance to talk to this person again. You never know. But speak your truth. Okay? Go ahead and speak your truth. It doesn't mean that it's over. Maybe it's not too late. Because you've literally changed. Your transformation has happened. And you've cut off all this third-party energy. And you wish to connect with this person. And I think that that's really a good thing. And I would hope that you'd get a chance to do just that. Because this person is a healer. They are a healer. They are a star. Wow. But I also hope that whoever this is resonating for, I also hope that you've learned your lessons as well. Okay? And that's both ways, however it goes for you. Because I feel like this Five of Wands is mental conflict. This is what you're feeling because you'd like to talk to this person, but you're not sure, and maybe you're not quite sure how to get in touch with this person because they have moved. So maybe you're looking for ways to contact this person. Okay? So vice versa, if you are that person, then there's a water sign who'd like to communicate with you. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Because they have changed. They've transformed. They've allowed themselves. Let me say they have allowed themselves to change. And so this card would resonate all sexual, physical, and emotional and spiritual cord attachments to all past sexual partners, both consensual and non-consensual, and the Jezebel spirit attached to those encounters are destroyed in spirit and flesh. That's exactly what this person has done. They've cut those card attachments. They've released these third parties. They've cut this out of their life. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So if you're watching and you're dealing with the water sign, this water sign really wants to, I feel, express. But you could possibly just have them blocked with the Seven of Wands energy. But they have some good news they'd like to share. Okay? They want a new beginning. Because now they feel more suited to be on your team. They're matching your energy now, King and Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So water signs, I hope that this helped in some kind of way. And if you're cross-watching for a water sign, this water sign really wants to express that they've changed. Okay? Which I think is awesome. Even if you didn't take this person back, allow them to express. Allow them to explain. They see you as the healer. They see you as a person that's very forgiving. They see you as a person that's inspirational to them. Okay? And you've given them hope. And I feel like that gave them the inspiration to change. If you're cross-watching for a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, preferably Scorpio, maybe even Cancer. But this person wants you to know that they've transformed. And they're hoping that it's not too late. So until next time, water signs or cross watcher, I want y'all to take care.